Lunala was just voted the most underrated restricted Pokemon by players at this past weekend's Los Angeles Regional. Now, what does underrated mean? Does it mean that it's a sleeper pick that could see a championship win sometime in the near future, or does it mean that it's just barely not good enough to see actual success? You could definitely argue that it's outclassed by Calyrex Shadow Rider, who shares a typing but has much better speed and power, whereas Lunala has better natural bulk and a multi-scale-esque ability in Shadow Shield. With both Tailwind and Trick Room support and a little guy called Snorlax, we're going to find out today how much success we can find with Lunala on the ranked ladder. If you're excited, like, comment, subscribe, and let's hop into some battles here, shall we? Okay, we have a Zamazenta Rain team statted out with what are the main threats? Because Lunala actually does have a nice matchup against Zamazenta. There's not a ton that Zamazenta can actually do, especially if I stay a ghost type. The threats are going to be that Water Urshifu, and the Incineroar obviously is able to snarl me, though my Clear Amulet will stop them from reducing my special attack. It could also be that the Incineroar, a lot of Incineroars are running knockoff lately, so we got to be aware of that. Fairy Tera is not a bad Tera to have. It just is going to make me weak to Behemoth Bash. So I just want to try and hold off for a sec while we figure out exactly what they're going to do. I don't think they're setting Trick Room. In fact, they cannot set Trick Room. It's definitely a Tailwind team. And I don't want to set Trick Room because I know that stupid mushroom is going to ruin my life. So I have to set Trick Room as well. Or sorry, Tailwind as well. I don't think it's a Snorlax game, but it's definitely a Rillaboom game. So I'm thinking we can lead you and you. We're going to bring the Rilla, and I might as well bring my own Water Urshifu. Something you got to be aware of is that the Water Urshifu on this team, everything is built with middling speed. So if they get Tailwind up, we will still be underspeeding them. They're not going to lead with Tailwind, though, so that leaves me the ability to just set it. We can set it and get started. We're going to Tailwind. And I could just Draining Kiss the Dragon type in front of me and see how much I get. Like Urshifu, for example, is adamant with max HP and max attack. I don't think I want to set... Yeah, I'm just going to Draining Kiss them and then keep Comfey around to Floral Healing my Lunala after it inevitably takes a hit here. That did relatively nothing. Heavy Slam is going to drop Comfey low, but not out. This is a bold Comfey. Bold? I think so. And there's a Snarl that, again, will not reduce my special attack on either of these Pokemon, actually. Okay. I'm just going to Moongeist Beam this thing that's right in front of me, while I now Floral Healing the Lunala. And when Comfey goes down, I get a free switch into Urshifu. Look at that. Shiny Lunala. Beautiful attack animation. Doing very little. Floral Healing obviously keeps me back intact with Shadow Shield, so that's why that's nice there. We're going to bring out Ursh. And I have an opportunity here. I could Fairy Tera, Moonblast, kill this guy, and protect for a turn. I'm wondering if that ruins my ability. Like, I could protect to avoid the Thunderclap. I think I'm going to rely on my bulk here and say that I'm not going to die to a Thunderclap, because we did not see a like booster energy for special attack or something come out of the Raging Bolt slot. So I'm going for damage. If they thunderclap me, they thunderclap me, okay? And we're going to pray that it's not enough to actually take me down. Look at that, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the Surging Strikes doesn't look like that's going to kill either. This is a super bulky Zamazenta, both physically and specially, it would seem. But we'll get a nice beefy Moonblast here before I probably go down to a Heavy Slam. We are in the bulkier phase of Regulation G. It's very funny. Whenever a new regulation starts, you just always see, like, what's the thing that can get me the most kills the fastest? And as time goes out, everybody starts like, okay, now how can I bulk this out to live some things and stay around as long as possible? I'm going to fake out this slot while I Surging Strikes into you. It's got to be how it goes. I think that if they just stall Tailwind, they win. So if you give me the Pelipper right now, that's fine. Still some good damage there on the fake out, which will be negated by the grassy terrain. I'm aware of this. Another question. I'm going to have to kill some Pokemon here with Grassy Glide and Aqua Jet now. How possible are we thinking that is? Zamazenta lost its defense boost. But I also got intimidated, which means everything but Surging Strikes is going to be affected by that. I think I have to Woodhammer you. Hold on. It's tough. I need to see some I need to see some I could Aqua Jet, 40 base power. Grassy Glide is 55 base power. I think you Grassy Glide here, and you Aqua Jet here. Didn't get it. Thunderclap's going to come out next, so that's good. Grassy Glide after that. That doesn't kill either. Body Press into the Rillaboom. We live that. So we can do a similar thing here. And maybe we get the kills this time. Yeah, we just barely missed out on those kills, right? All right, now we're going to drop the Zamazenta. Let's drop the Raging Bolt 2 here, please. Thank you. Oh, don't tease me like this. Come on. What's the last Pokemon? Do we even have a shot here? It is their Urshifu. We definitely have a shot here. Hold on. I just Woodhammer. And Surging Strikes. I think I actually... I think I Aqua Jet in case they're Focus Sash. They're going to Tera. Probably Tera Water. To try and get the kill into Rillaboom with Surging Strikes. They might get it. In which case, I'll be sad that I Aqua Jetted instead of, like, close combated. But I need Rillaboom's bulk to really bail me out here. Oh. Well, that was just the wrong thing for them to do. My opponent said, I don't respect that monkey. It's only one Intimidate, bruh. I can take an Intimidate. All right, well, we dug our way back out of that one. It did not seem possible there for a minute when I was like at a 1 HP Urshifu and a Rillaboom against 4 Pokemon. But, you know, sometimes you still figure it out. And it turns out that those initial Tailwind turns bought me enough of an advantage to still be able to bring it back. Good game to my opponent. Okay, that is standard.jpg. It's a Cali Shadow team with Psychic Terrain, but a Chi-Yu to dissuade me from wanting to bring my Rillaboom. I do have Tera Fire on the Rillaboom, so that feels nice. And honestly, Snorlax is looking good here into every single thing except for that Urshifu. So my Rillaboom definitely needs to show up in this game. And even better than that, Comfey can do a lot of work into the Rillaboom as long as Psychic Terrain isn't up. And I can priority Draining Kiss. Okay. I'm going to see if I can't get the speed advantage. Either it's Trick Room or it's Tailwind. Probably Trick Room. Looking at this team. Turn 1, and we can bring Rillaboom. And we can bring Snorlax here. Snorlax, obviously, under Trick Room is great. It's the only Pokemon that's negative speed on this team. Like, Snorlax is meant to go as slow as possible. Everything else is just sort of, like, bulked out and is meant to go slower than faster teams. Okay. Now, if they taunt Comfey, I'll be sad, right? But it's not the end of the world. I'm going to Tera Fairy. And I think I might just go for this guy while I Trick Room. If they want a Tailwind, they can try and Tailwind. What I really like about this lead is that my opponent really does have to make a guess on whether I'm going for Tailwind or whether I'm going for Trick Room and which Pokemon is going for that move, because both of these Pokemon get both of those moves. They just helping hand. Well, I'm glad I Terra'd, I'll say. Lots of damage. But we're chilling. Okay. Because of the... I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Covert Cloak Whimsicott. Which means I'm going to be looking for the Focus Sash somewhere. I think we're safe to do this, though. Drop the Whim before it's able to Encore me or do whatever nonsense it wants to do. Get out of here. And let's see if we drop the Flutter Mane. There's that pesky Sash. You know, I thought maybe that Sash was somewhere. But there, without the helping hand, they do not do as much damage. Here comes the Indeedee. Boosting Spadef with their Psychic Seed as well. Very good for them. D&D might try and unset Trick Room too, is the thing that I'm cognizant of. Let's bring in Rillaboom here. I'm going to try to Draining Kiss and surprise them. Like, hopefully they rely on the Psychic Terrain being what stops me from being able to priority Draining Kiss. If they follow me, they follow me. Actually, no. Draining Kiss will go before Follow Me, right? It might. Yeah, baby. And now are they reversing Trick Room, or are they trying to follow me and just misunderstood the speed, the priority tiers there? No, they are unsetting Trick Room. Cool. Now, they are kind of on, like, panic mode, right? They're like, we got to get rid of that Comfey before they can set Trick Room again. All I got to do is attempt to Wood Hammer this slot and bring in my normal type. This is why Snorlax is on this team, okay? And here's the deal. I was trying to run Blood Moon Ursaluna, but Blood Moon Ursaluna gives you a additional water weakness, like, paired with your Incineroar, and an additional grass weakness paired with the Urshifu. So Snorlax does not give you either of those things. Why is there a fist on that thing's head? They're just going to Helping Hand. It is the Astral Barrage. We are Assault Vest on the Rillaboom. Rillaboom's going to win us another game here. We know for a fact that the Focus Sash is not on there. It was the Life Orb. Bye. Indeedee versus the world. I don't hate it. My biggest regret with this match is that Snorlax, they're probably just going to quit, right? Snorlax isn't going to get to use any moves. Although it did just take an Astral Barrage and be a perfect switch in for that. Battle was canceled. Really well done there. MVP Snorlax. We'll try to get a battle with Snorlax, who does more than that. Rillaboom bailing me out more than anything there. Again. Though, yeah, I mean, that was a great way to show how Trick Room can surprise an opponent as well. We went Tailwind in the first game, Trick Room in the second game. Hey, that's what the team's all about, baby. Good game to my opponent. All right, this is definitely looking like another Trick Room game. And when I see Pokemon, like, it's mostly special attackers, right? The Ogerpon's kind of down there. And Incin is like a real question mark on whether it's even offensive. But when I see a bunch of special attackers, that's great for my max special defense Snorlax, okay? We might not be able to do is yawn things. Though there's a couple Pokemon off the ground that I could yawn. I could yawn the Lando and I could yawn the Tornadus. Or, as long as my grassy terrain is around, then I can put Pokemon to sleep. So that's another wrinkle there. I'm thinking, actually, that this one starts with Rillaboom and Ohana to set the Trick Room. We're going to bring Snorlax, and we're going to bring, obviously, my restricted Lunala. Might go all 3 battles without bringing a single Incineroar. Sometimes Incin's just there to mess with opponents at Team Preview, though. Okay. Now, I'm going to get Trick Room here, and I'll tell you how. Rillaboom's going to outspeed their Incin. Unless they're like a speed-invested Incin. Not impossible, I guess. But I'm going to fake out that Miraidon over there. And they are probably just going to fake out my Comfey. Maybe double into it even. And if they do fake out my Comfey, guess what? Covert Cloak, and that's why. Bang. Outsped. Bang. Covert Cloak. And I'm buying a lottery ticket. Okay. Let's U-turn off of you. I'm going to Draining Kiss off of you for now. I could definitely take a ton of damage here. They're going to knock off the Covert Cloak there. They're like, hey, not again. There's the nice U-turn. I am actually free to get Lunala in here. I think Lunala does more for me right now. I can Fairy Tera and Lunala. Oh no, we haven't seen the Miraidon go yet. I think just overheat and do Lunala, who does not care about that. Okay. In the long run, the Instant is going to be a little bit of an issue. I didn't really bring a dedicated answer to it. But I just Fairy Tera now, do that. I think I just Floral Healing to get my Shadow Shield back. They're just going to swap out the Miraidon. They know something's coming into that slot. I'll hit that thing. And being a Fairy type helps me deal with the Miraidon itself later on. I'm glad I have Rillaboom in the back. It means that when they bring Miraidon back out, then I can bring Grassy Train back out. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm just taking, like, electric terrain, volt switches, electro drifts, discharges, whatever they want to try and do to me. Two more turns of Trick Room. I'm going to switch to Moongeist Beam. Does a Flare Blitz really threaten Lunala here, do we think? I'm just going to Floral Healing. Just in case. I'm switching to Moongeist Beam because if this is Tera Poison, I'll take 2 lottery tickets, please. Daddy's taking home the Powerball. Okay, but that makes no sense. You don't Tera and Protect. Thanks for letting me know what your Tera is and negating damage this turn. Such a strange play. They Parting Shot off of the Pokemon that normally doesn't care about Parting Shot. But they did knock off all of my items. Ah. Okay. Well, I'm going to Moongeist Beam anywho. We're going to switch out Comfey so I don't take a Sludge Bomb to the face. All my Pokemon are weak to poison now, though. So we are going to go into the Snorlax here. They do just follow me. And we'll we'll see if they Sludge Bomb into my Pokemon that still has Shadow Shield activated. Ooh, nice crit. Nice, important crit. Or if they Sludge Bomb into my Snorlax. Yeah, they do not want me getting... another shot at... at Trick Room, but I'm now thinking, can I Tailwind here? It's not impossible. The Pokemon on the field are not ready for the Tailwind. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I'll Body Slam here. They're going to switch you out. Here comes the Alola champion, Incineroar. The Intimidate probably means that the Body Press won't kill, but that's okay. They're Sludge Bombing now into Lunala, who would have died to that had it not been for the Shadow Shield. Alright, we did not get the Para there. That would have been nice, but... you know. I can't Yawn because if they switch an Electric Terrain, that stops Yawn from doing anything on the second turn. Like, Yawn would really just be pressuring them to bring in Lunala. Or sorry, bring in Miraidon. I'm going to bring in Comfey now. We can Floral Healing on this next turn. Jeez, man. To Tailwind and Trick Room in the same game is kind of kind of saucy. Kind of spicy. Now we just Moongeist here, I think. We saw Protect out of the Lando already. But I don't think they can afford to let me just get another, Shadow Shield active, right? I can try to here's the thing. I'm parting shotted still. So, I don't want to actually bank on the fact that Moonblast would kill from that range. It seems crazy. I'll be so sad if the Miraidon's what switches in there. No, they're going to Protect. That's okay, then. That's an okay play, then. They're I mean, they honestly might just Parting Shot off of Lunala again. I could see a world in which that happens. No, it's just a Flare Blitz. Well, hey, that might be my best way of damaging the Incend at this point, so... recoil away. What do we really think here? I'm only -1 special attack. That thing's sitting in the red. I'm going to go for it. I'm Terra'd. Let's Moonblast that thing. They saw me just try to... oh, yes! They saw me just try to Moongeist Beam it. So they might be like, oh, that's the move you're going for? Oh, they gave me the Ogerpon instead. Kind of forgot that thing was alive, to be honest with you. But dropping like a pretty massive physical attacker there means that Snorlax's longevity is a little bit better. They're going to Flare Blitz Comfey, who is max physical defense. Okay, no more Tailwind. Do I Trick Room now? Maybe. They have to guess, and I have to guess. Are they coming for Comfey? I think that I try to trick room with Comfey. I do. I think that I Moongeist Beam. No. I think that I Moonblast into you and I go for the trick room here. If they sludge bomb the Comfey, then they're not sludge bombing the Lunala, which means that I can. Okay. Which means that I can kill the Lando here, right? And they no longer have any switches. We crit on that Moonblast. I don't think it mattered. I was nervous on that first turn, but that was going to kill, right? Come on. And there's another parting shot. Which means that they get fake out on this next turn. I think they're going to go for the fake out into the Lunala slot, to be honest. But I'm switching out Lunala. Because here comes Miraidon. I'm going to bring in the Snorlax. And here's why. I bring in Snorlax in this slot. This game is going to showcase all my tricks. I just hope we win it. Attack drop's obviously not great into Snorlax, but Snorlax has a different MO here. We're going to switch hard into Rillaboom. And then they're going to fake out that slot so they can break my Shadow Shield and go for, you know, Electro Drift or whatever they're going to do. But because the grassy terrain will then be up, I'm going to yawn the Miraidon and they cannot switch out. If I really want it to be nasty, I could fake out on the next turn too, so it guarantees falls asleep. They fake out the Snorlax. Okay, I did not think that would happen. But they just Electro Drift into my Assault Vest Rillaboom. That's okay. That's okay. I'm interested to know if they are locked into Electro Drift, actually. I might want to fake out the Incineroar instead, actually, here. Let's yawn. Yeah, this seems crazy, but let's fake out Incin. Does seem like they're locked into Electro Drift. Snorlax eats that up, as it is wont to do. It's going to eat a little something else on the side. Then we're going to yawn that thing to a nice early bedtime. Probably. Okay. Okay. Let's now U-turn off of you, right? Because I do have Shadow Shield active. Yup. And I'm going to recycle now. We're doing all the things. If they double into Snorlax, they can double into Snorlax. They crit me. They get their berry, which we're just now sealing for the first time. Further evidence that, yeah, Incineroar is a defensive issue for me at the moment. Let's get Lunala in after the Miraidon attacked, which is important. And they now just knock off to finish my Snorlax. I do have to wonder if without my berry, if that crit, like, knockoff would have been less powerful because I didn't have an item anymore when that hit me. It's okay. I bring in the Rillaboom. I have no stat drops on any of my Pokemon. I can just freely Moonblast right into you. I fake out into you. The Miraidon, which you never see a sleeping Miraidon, but one is sleeping in front of me now. It can't Tera. It can't protect. It has to sleep for a turn. I can fake out the Incineroar. The Incineroar can't do anything to reduce this. I'm going to drop the Miraidon here, and then it is up to that Incineroar to deal with a Rillaboom and a Shadow Shield Lunala I think that at that point, I might be able to do it. Even though I don't have anything that does a ton of damage to Incineroar, I think that Fairy Tera Moonblast actually might end up doing more, because I've never actually... I haven't clicked that yet this game. All right. Let's do the damn thing. Game 1, Tailwind. Game 2, Trick Room. Game 3, both. How about both, actually? Bang! Snorlax. That game was the showcase for the team. Could not be happier about a game than that one. Just the fact that I was like, I could bring Snorlax to this electric terrain team. It'll chunk hits. And if I also bring my Rillaboom, I can put somebody to sleep. Very, very happy about that. Good game to my opponent. That's going to be it for the video here. Sorry, I had my eyes twitching. I took my dog for a walk this morning, and allergies. Just lots of itchiness happening. If you saw my rubbing my face or whatever, I'm not like on drugs or something. Somebody in the comments will say that I'm on drugs. I'm not. Thanks for checking out this video in the first place. I sure do appreciate that. Rental code PokePace, full team breakdown in the description. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is typically when I stream. Come by. I'm either battling against the chat or I'm going on the ranked ladder with some crazy team. That's what I'll be doing this upcoming week. Come by. It'll be fun to see you there. Again, thanks for clicking the video in the first place. Like, comment, subscribe, and maybe check one of these other videos. I make weird rental teams all the time, and these are more of those. So if you like that, you're going to like the channel, man.